On today's episode of How Much Money Can I Spend on Featureless Old Toyota here, I've received a significant shipment and my internal engine components are now external. I'm going to save most of the really technical engine rebuild stuff for the actual rebuild video. Get subscribed for that, comes out next week by the way. But today, we're also gonna get a bit of an autopsy since we're tearing the engine apart. And spoiler, in the previous episodes, we found that one of the cylinders only made 75 PSI compared to the 150 of the other three. I found the reason, and you're gonna hear about it towards the end of this episode. So keep watching for that. It's like Christmas, but I paid for it myself. And this is spark plug wires. Yep, those are spark plug wires. First magnet, we've got Emily's Suzuki. Today, we take apart engine.
Oh, hello!
Which way are we flipping?
Whatever way you want to flip it. Oh, engine flip.
That's oil, don't put that in the coolant. Don't put the oil in the coolant, don't put the oil in the coolant. Oh.
It's fine! It's
I
fine!
thought of that.
It's everywhere! I thought you said you drained the oil.
I drained most of the oil. That was the coolant bucket.
Not anymore. Now it's the oil bucket. But there's no oil in the oil filter either, so I thought it was empty.
Me too.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay. This box is significantly less destroyed. It kind of sounds like Lego in it though. Okay, that makes the sound make more sense. This one's piston rings. Those are gonna end up on here. We got Tim's Chevy this time. Oil pan.
It has been goop. There's no gasket, it's just goop.
Yeah, I wonder why it was leaking. Yeah!
You know we've only been at this for an hour.
Wow.
50 minutes.
Nice. That's gotta be the most destroyed box so far. That one's kind of interesting. Why am I getting all the ignition stuff first? I'm not gonna get to use this until the very end. Two of those was $56.72. Maybe I need to open bigger boxes to get engine parts. Oh, this one's full of stuff. We got timing belt, tensioners, water pump, hydraulic actuator, oil seal, and installation instructions. Ooh, that one was $137, and that one came from Mexico. These are tie rod ends. I was a little confused because the box looks nothing like the actual thing I ordered, but it is in here. This has got to be the most exciting one so far. This is washers. And this one came with the Mazda magnet. So we took these off and now just everything smells burnt.
Yeah.
Which is real bad. Not even just if you're close to it, it's just the whole air in the
over
shop.
in the shop, yeah.
Well, I wonder if the engine was burning oil at some point. Ever in its life.
You think? No.
No.
It seems unlikely.
Yeah.
By the state of it, it seems unlikely.
This is definitely a CV axle. I don't know what else would be in this big of a box. Whoa, yeah, that is exactly what I thought it was. Oh, there's parts at the other end of this. Well, that's interesting packaging. This is all destroyed. Is it just me or does this look like it was used? I don't know, we got drum brake hardware, spark plugs and seals. And this is exactly what I thought it was. I got this CV axle to replace this one because the other side had been replaced before, but this one hadn't. Was there a magnet in that box? I didn't see one. Where's my magnet? I've already forgot to read the prices for most of this stuff. I'm just gonna put it on screen. Hey, this one's got a DeLorean at $12.30. I've got washers and a bolt.
Goddamn.
Just show me what you're doing with this exactly.
This is my favorite tool in my toolbox. My snap-on.
Hold on, what are we putting in here? What are we putting in here?
So we're trying to take the head bolts off, but Toyota was stupid and they're not triple square, they're what's known as double hex.
Double hex.
So we're just using a single 8mm hex.
Yeah.
We're just pouring it down in there.
And then we're putting a socket with this ratchet.
Hey.
Perfect.
They're actually really tight.
Don't break it. Well, I mean, that works, doesn't it?
It does. And it's loose. Fantastic, Tucker.
Perfect. I like it. That's working. That's working. Can't fault it.
This is awful. Look at this. This actually has another end on it. I'm using the driver's side.
This is the heaviest box. I think this is my drum brakes. Yep. Brake drums. Ooh, plywood. Crazy difference between this and the way the other one looks. And we got these two. Again though, where is my magnet at? That's the big one. This better have 2 magnets in it to make up for that. This one's my wheel bearing. Oh, that's very greasy. And the reason, there's a tire on that side of the car, but not that side. That's valve guides, that's valve guides. Oh, we got bearings. And if I had to take a guess, yeah, more bearings. Probably don't need to explain these ones. I'm noticing a suspicious lack of magnets in this box. Head bolts. In theory, these bolts are going to keep this attached to that. I've got no idea what this is. Oh, that's an oil pump. Take a wild guess. Which is the new one? This one is the new clutch. Comparison with the old one, this is actually more worn down than I thought it was. These last 2 boxes are super important. This is all of the gaskets and seals. And there is my head gasket. Where was the magnet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many boxes was that? More than 5. I found one of them. They hid it under the box flap. There's an Audi magnet. So we've got every single head bolt broken loose, except for this one.
This bastard.
That one doesn't want to come out.
Not at all.
This is correct. This is correct.
Just oil everywhere.
We were successful? Yes.
Oh, it's hot though.
I bet. That is the last head bolt.
There's fucking water in there.
Oh no.
Do you want to lift it off?
Yeah, sure. You take this. We have the head of the engine.
Oh.
Oh, goody.
Oh, that's not so good. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's got some water in it.
I need to put this down.
Yeah, good idea.
This is the one that was getting cooked. Yeah, that's the, yeah.
She's little burnt on the top. There's a piston.
Guess what I found out post taking my cylinder head apart? I'm gonna have to show this to you. So these things have some carbon buildup, right? That was expected, the engine was burning oil, but this still looks like a valve. This is another one I took out of the engine. It's not round anymore. Not only is this valve not round, there's a crack in it. So the valves are a pretty critical part of a running engine. This one lets the air and fuel into the engine, this one lets the exhaust gases out, and they're supposed to both seal so that it makes compression. This one was not sealing because it's cracked, it's not even round anymore, and that is a problem. And it explains our low compression, which means we can solve that problem by spending a bunch of money on new valves. And yeah, considering the state of this stuff, I opted to buy the entire set of valves rather than trying to replace the one. Makes it more expensive, but should be better in the long run. Problem number 2 that I know about with this engine, it burns oil. Could you tell it was burning oil? So we know the car burned oil from the blue smoke it would make whenever you got the revs up a little bit. That could be one of 2 things mostly. Either the piston rings aren't sealing, or the valve stem seals, the part that goes around the valve to seal it off. Either of those could be letting oil through. Another spoiler, I actually did not end up fixing this problem on the first try, so you'll have to get subscribed for the episode where I do fix this and figure it out, because that does happen eventually. Get subscribed for that one. Issue number 3, white smoke. We don't just have one kind of bad smoke, we've got 2 of them. Not only does it smoke blue, indicating oil burning, it also smokes white, which probably is related to a head gasket issue, I would think. This is not actually the gasket I took off the car, but this is a head gasket for this engine, and all of the water passes through these holes, and these are the cylinders. And I think some of the water is just going straight through. Again, this is kind of just speculation at this point, but I also think this is something that's happening in the engine, which is not good. I'll probably save all of the non-engine related issues for a video after the engine is working well, but there is other issues with the car too. The suspension is pretty cooked. Front struts are done for, there's exhaust leaks everywhere, the door handle still doesn't work. These are later problems. I was going through the parts list and looking through all the packing materials. I thought they didn't send half of the valve guides, but there was another box. There's the other half, and we got one more magnet. This time we got Glenn's Chevy. I'm still missing a magnet though. There's 7, and I opened 8 boxes. It was the big, long one that I couldn't find the magnet for, but there's nothing in here. I've organized all of the parts into their various categories, and this should be everything I need to get this car running. And that is $1,300 of 1998 Toyota Tercel parts. In theory, the next video about this engine, it should be back in the car and running. Hopefully. Get subscribed for that one. I guess I need to learn how to build an engine now. Come back next week.